We are now in the official update 1.6 era, and I couldn't be more excited. This is literally Concerned Ape. And then this is also Concerned Ape. We thought we were going to get a silly little update just for the modders, but instead he decided to give us a sneak peek, which outlines way more content than we ever would have expected. We'll go through everything that's listed, and I'll give you my perspective on the things that seem a little bit more vague based on my past experience with Concerned Ape's tweets. So let's talk festivals first. So how do we actually define what is a major versus a minor festival? Well, anything with a minigame or a friendship outcome, such as the luau, to me that's a major festival, and then a minor festival is maybe just some dialogue and adds to the lore of the game, like the Midnight Jelly Festival. That to me may be the difference, but he has never said specifically that anything is a major or a minor. So I feel like in the 1.5 update, the night market, which spanned 3 days and had multiple activities, to me that's a major festival, so I think we are going to expect something very similar. I really hope for something that you can do with like a marriage candidate, invite them to watch fireworks like in Harvest Moon N64, or just some sort of other event where you can get some extra friendship points with them, maybe get some unique dialogue. Again, that would just be wonderful. But if not, I hope it's some fun minigame or something else like that. With the mini festivals, I have no idea what to expect, but I have a feeling it will just add, again, some lore to the game, or maybe even tie in to the new game of Haunted Chocolatier, which if you want to know more about that, I'll link my video on that deep dive in the comments. Also on the note, by the way, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I will be making so many videos on the 1.6 update. Then it says that there's new late game content and it expands on each of the skills. So maybe I'm clowning here, but this is what I truly think it's going to be. I think we're either going to get to go up to level 15 for all the skills now, which I truly don't think so, just based on how complete the game feels with the level 10, or maybe there will be like a capstone skill that is really worthwhile. I don't think personally we are going to get any brand new skills, but I could be wrong. He seems to love expanding on things a lot. But what I kind of thought is maybe there's going to be a new area with challenges that will kind of give you like that capstone ability on all your skills, and then that might explain why there's a new warp totem, but we'll cover that in just a moment. New items and crafting recipes. Okay, so this is pretty common for any of the update. He tends to add new items as he thinks of them, but with all the things that seem to be coming in this update, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot. So if we look at this one item here, to me this looks like it's like a quiver, maybe carrying arrows, so maybe we're getting a new weapon. That might be a stretch, but truly, like, it doesn't look like a food item. And then we have this purple coffee. Again, this is tying into this purple totem. Everybody on Twitter has different opinions. Some people think it's going to be direct access to somewhere we already have in the map, like the Wizard's Tower, but I truly don't think so. The last two totems we got were for completely different areas, like the island totem for Ginger Island and the desert totem to go to Calico Desert. So I just don't think there would be a need for a totem unless there was a new area. So again, probably clowning, but I truly think that is going to happen. Then we have Joja alternatives to some endgame quests. So this is where I think the previous tweet of the bird on Ginger Island with the Joja logo, I think if maybe you go the Joja route, you can unlock Ginger Island instead of the golden walnuts with just money, which I love that the golden walnuts was a thing, but I was terrible at collecting them, so that might be enough to make me do a Joja run. I'm not sure what else that will entail, so I'm not going to speculate too much on that one. But if we want to talk about the 100 new lines of dialogue, of course with new festivals, that's going to eat up a lot of new lines of dialogue, of course, but that is quite a bit. So I have a feeling there's going to be some new fun cutscenes and maybe even a new marriage candidate, because I know people have been asking for Pam, maybe Gus. I don't know. Maybe there will be some more choices, which again, would be amazing. Then we also have winter outfits for the villagers. So I currently use a mod that has seasonal outfits because it just makes the world come alive way more. And I love that there's fall outfits, summer outfits, winter. So I think this is a really nice touch. And I think that everybody will enjoy just things changing up a little bit, especially in winter when sometimes there's not as much to do. New type of reward for completing billboard requests. To me, this is where it is very vague, and I think that is on purpose. The billboard is not a huge part of the game by any means, at least once you get past the beginning stages. So I think this new type of reward will be tied to a new game mechanic, item, currency. It's gonna be something where it's gonna add to the game. I can't explain it exactly, but let's say some of the billboard requests you could get tokens, and these tokens you use for the new late game content. That's just where my mind is going right off the bat. We also have PC support for 8-player multiplayer. That must be nice for people that have friends. I have no one to play Stardew Valley with, so that won't be for me. But if you have a group of friends and you want to start a farm together, it's going to be absolute chaos, but I wish you all the best. I think it will be a blast. And then we have, of course, many small additions and adjustments. So I think that this is going to be stuff that is just like quality of life changes. I also kind of suspect that we're gonna get a balance change. So if you remember, quite a few years ago, cranberries used to be like insanely profitable, and then he balanced the game differently in another update, and then cranberries weren't as profitable anymore. I wonder if we're gonna see the same thing with some of the other crops, where one will become really worthwhile now, which again will just shake up the game. And for people that have played through a million times like myself, it's just one more reason to start another one. Then we have new farm type. I have 2 ideas for this one, what I think it might be. I either think it's going to have a brand new mechanic. If we think about when we got the beach farm, it had a huge area of sand that you can't put sprinklers on. So that forced you to really think about how you're arranging your farm and your strategy. So I could see it being something like that, or because all these other farm types tend to have really low crop space, I could see having a new version of the basic farm with lots of room to plant crops and sprinklers and all that, but it will just be a different layout. Again, it will be something else that we can design around, and it will just feel really fresh. I know either way, I'm definitely going to do like 100 days on the new farm type, because I know I'm going to be playing it anyways, and I'm just so excited for that. Alright, so that's everything that is listed other than the last thing, which we'll save to the end. But let's just quickly go through all the little photos on this picture. This first thing seems to me like it's a crop. I put in my last 1.6 video that I was hoping for a new late game crop that was going to be kind of rare, would sell for a high price. And this kind of looks very unique. And so that is kind of my thought. If you look at like star fruit, which does exist in real life, it just looks way different, and the ancient fruit, they both have a really unique appearance compared to all the other crops. So I think it's going to be some awesome rare crop that you get from the new late game content. Then this next picture, at first I just thought it was potatoes, but we already have potatoes in the game. And so my second thought was it's like some other kind of ore. That's just kind of the vibe it's giving, but I truly am bad at guessing stuff like this. So I don't know if it's a new kind of ore. I mean, that just means that, you know, if we think of what we got with cinder shards, there's going to be so much to do with that. So again, I think that's going to be great. Then we have this little fish thing. It kind of looks like a diver's helmet or a trophy. So I truly don't know on this one. And then this bush, I think there's going to be like a new kind of vegetation bush. Maybe, you know, we have blackberries and salmon berries, so maybe it's like a third kind of berry for the other season that's not spring or fall. Then we have this ticket looking item. Do we have like an arcade or another kind of theater? we can only hope, but there is going to be something where you utilize this ticket, and that is very exciting. Then we also have these packages. They kind of remind me of the packages you can find on the beach that are all shored up. So I don't know if it's going to be like another random type of washed up item that can maybe go on Ginger Island, or maybe even the beach, or this potential new area. But either way, that is going to... He put it on there for a reason, let's just say that. And then this other picture, I'm pretty sure is Shane in the winter outfit, but also I don't think Shane had a mustache. So I think it's maybe a new NPC, which is pretty cool. Then we have the frogs. If it is a new type of farm animal, I will be crying. Look at how cute they are. There's a yellow one, a black one, and a blue one that's jumping. I can't wait. I can't wait. Whatever this is, it's going to be more than just those little critters that are running around the map that you can't really interact with. I don't think you would put it on there if that was the case, but I could be wrong. Okay, and then in the bottom left corner, I actually almost missed this, but there's seemingly 2 trees, which again, I already predicted this, and I'm sure a lot of you did too, that the other 2 trees that were in the poll for the 1.5 update are going to be added in the 1.6 update. So we of course got mango and banana, but there was also passion fruit and avocado. So I think those are slam dunks to be added. And then of course the very vague new secrets and more. Again, going back to the 1.5 update, we saw a lot of new secrets that came into the game, and the options are just truly endless. So I'm not even going to speculate on this, but I just know that it's just going to be another reason to keep playing this game over and over and over, which I already don't have a problem doing. So we are so fortunate. This is such an anomaly to have a game developer that does all these free content updates, and I think it's just really awesome. But I want to hear from you. What do you think I am definitely clowning about? And what do you think I might be right about? Let me know what you think is coming from some of these clues from the sneak peek in the comments. And let's get excited. And once again, stay tuned for so many more 1.6 update videos. It's going to be this year. I just feel it.